So if you enjoy this video and want to see more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the PayPal link in the description box, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Also, leave us a thumbs up. It helps us get more views.
Okay, yeah, all right, so I want to get what's happening with the Pentagon there. We're going to go to Ted Malloch right now, and then we're getting Roger Stone on the phone. He texted me about 10 minutes ago with huge breaking news dealing with Fiona Hill, the George Soros operative that we exposed last year that is involved with McMaster and everybody.
We're going to get to this video in just a second. I just wanted to give you a quick Operation Hal reminder that you can click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our online InfoWarrior training camps. We are now determined to raise up 1,000 YouTube channels just as powerful as Operation Hal. If you're one of those people who wants to have a YouTube channel like Operation Hal that reaches millions of people per month and generates revenue for the information war, click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our free training.
And just as Roger said in January that basically Rex Tillerson had already been fired and a lot of his duties and powers stripped by the president, and then he would be removed in March. You saw that happen exactly as we said. We also broke it was a pressure bomb, very primitive bombs used to bomb in Austin yesterday. That's now in the news today. So I'm just telling you, we have the real sources. This Fiona Hill individual is the Soros operative in the White House with McMaster, and that Trump is really angry and is looking to remove them both. POTUS is pissed at McMaster for speaking to Susan Rice and defending her public ally, reported on InfoWars at the time. I just learned that the, and I can't read this part, is none other than the deputy Fiona Hill. George Soros, InfoWars exposed and how bad she was and how terrible it was that she was in the White House working for McMaster. So Trump is really cleaning house, and now Roger has got a chance to talk to the White House and find out exactly why the president is accelerating the purge right now. Wow, let's bring Roger Stone, and we'll continue with Ted Malloch joining us from London. People are saying, oh my gosh, you know, Pompeo, oh, and this lady, the first woman had, under orders of Obama, she ran black sites. You got to arrest Obama if you're going to arrest her for this. Just grow up, folks. I'm against the torture. Ron Paul's against it. Rand Paul. Trump was openly for it because that's what goes on. Now he doesn't because the Secretary of Defense says it doesn't work well, more problems than it solves. I agree. But don't sit there on a high horse when Obama expanded torture. He didn't get rid of it and point at this lady. But that's a side issue. You just heard what Ted Malloch was saying. You've got big breaking news. We'll have you for a few minutes, Roger, about what the shakeup in the White House is really about, and that the president is finally on the warpath.
Well, Alex, as you know, we reported exclusively here at InfoWars last year that the president was very unhappy with his National Security Director, General H.R. McMaster's meeting with Susan Rice, and subsequently by McMaster's public comments appearing to absolve Rice.
And you broke that 3 months before. In fact, give us the date. You broke here that at the very place he was, who he was having dinner with, he was drunk, talking tracks about the president. The New York Post was giving it, didn't run it. You broke it here. 3 months later, it did break. Word for word what you said. So expand on that.
So now we know. We also reported exclusively last year that H.R. McMaster's top aide was a globalist named Fiona Hill.
We have learned definitively that Israeli intelligence has intercepted communications from General McMaster to George Soros, reporting on a regular basis on the reorganization of the White House and what is going on inside the Oval Office. I have double-checked this with two different sources very high up in Israeli intelligence. I actually expect the ambassador to Israel, from Israel to the United States, may be confirming this for news organizations this afternoon. This is not surprising because, as you know, Alex, we first reported here that a woman named Fiona Hill, who actually once worked for Soros and the Open Society operation, had been brought into the White House by McMaster specifically to handle.
And by the way, she was a director of large operations which interface with other foreign governments and intelligence agencies. So this is the big multinational breakaway group, his open society group, where they recruit people out of other intelligence agencies into this multinational group to engage in treason.
You know, this one I think is not easy to explain. Under what circumstances, in what universe, would Donald Trump's national security advisor be briefing George Soros, a sworn enemy of the Trump administration, a globalist who has demonstrated again and again that he's prepared to break the law and utilize violence to try to achieve his goals?
So now we know, we also reported exclusively last year that H.R. McMaster's top aide was a globalist named Fiona Hill, who we traced directly to George Soros and his Open Society Institute. Now we have learned that it was Hill who facilitated the conversation between McMaster and Rice that has gotten McMaster fired. McMaster is on his way out. This has been reported publicly, but we now know the reasons. Trump is furious about McMaster's conversation with Rice, but even madder that McMaster publicly absolved Rice in the unmasking scandal. Again, we here at InfoWars first identified Fiona Hill, the globalist, leftist Soros insider who had infiltrated McMaster's
And that's why
staff.
they're so panicked to get us off YouTube, off Google, off Twitter, openly suing us, Georgetown, Soros-backed, all of it, because put the article on screen for TV viewers, please. We broke this word for word in May 31st, 2017, bombshell, Soros insider infiltrates Trump administration. Then it was picked up by Newsmax, and then it was hand-delivered to the president at Mar-a-Lago, we can now reveal, back in the summer of last year. I mean, that's why they hate us, Roger. Go ahead.
You're absolutely right, Alex. You see, when McMaster spoke publicly absolving Rice, somehow those stories and clippings never got to the president. Well, when he did see them, he hit the roof. There's one thing Donald Trump despises above all else, and that's disloyalty. And he's clearly doing house cleaning here. Now, I like Mike Pompeo. I don't understand his ongoing criticism of Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. But that aside, I do think he is more of an anti-interventionist than the McMaster clique.
Well, he's an American firster and is in line with the president. That's what matters.
Well, he was a member of the Freedom Caucus when he was in the House. He was cheering WikiLeaks on during the campaign, largely because of their exposure of the corruption of Hillary Clinton. This is all about to turn. Let me remind you that Chairman Nunes sent a letter to Brennan, Clapper, Rice, and others with a deadline of March 2nd to answer questions about their involvement with the dossier. We don't know what they have responded, but I think we are about to have a volcanic eruption.
How big is it, McCabe? The word is they're getting ready for criminal charges.
McCabe is the centerpiece of the criminal conspiracy to utilize the fake dossier fabricated by a foreign agent in league with a bunch of Russians and utilize it as evidence. McCabe is the chief perp. He is the guy who directed and approved the use of our tax dollars for payments to GPS Fusion.
Yes, is there any evidence that people are building that Mueller has rolled over to the president, and we see some of these new indictments and these new files looking at Democrats? I mean, I don't think Mueller was with the president all along like some think, but I think there's signs that he's starting to hedge his bets because no evidence was found and rolling.
Well, it's possible that Mueller will bring a few relatively low-level indictments against Democrats, but we don't know that Mueller is McCabe's target. We don't know that McCabe has been targeted by Mueller. McCabe may be targeted by the Trump Justice Department and not the special prosecutor. I think that's far more likely.
Well, they're talking about that right now. Wow. Roger Stone, bombshell information. I'm going to come back from break and get Ted Malloch's take on this, but just briefly with you then. What do we expect to happen with Fiona Hill? How long till she's out? How long until McMaster, the reported alcoholic nincompoop, reportedly he is just a total nincompoop controlled by the neocons who can't find his ass with both hands. How long until these idiots are out of the White House?
You can catch part 2 of this 3-part video series at the Operation Zakar YouTube channel.
Hey everybody! Many of you thousands of Operation Hal subscribers are passionate patriots. We can tell because of the comments that you leave in the comment section. But America needs more than just passionate comments from anonymous subscribers. America needs info warriors who are willing to spread information. Believe it or not, us patriots, we are beginning to win the info war. We are on the march and the enemy is on the run. They never anticipated this explosion of social media. The bad guys who are behind the scenes attempting to destroy our republic, they didn't realize that platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook would give voice to those of us who haven't been fooled by the fake news, Project Mockingbird, CIA-ran media. Patriots like you and me now have a level playing field to take part in the war for the soul of our nation. And the good news is, we don't even have to use guns. We can simply use our home computers and laptops, just like I'm doing right now. In fact, the Operation Hal YouTube channel has reached over 73,000 unique individuals just this month. So if you want to get off of the sideline and onto that playing field, we at Operation Hal want to help. We have helped over 18,000 individuals just like you learn how to create and distribute content online. It doesn't matter if you're a novice with computers or a pro. Operation Hal is willing to train you for free in our simple techniques that will allow you to have a voice in our nation. So if you're interested in our free online training...
Hey guys, normally at this point in the video we would tell you to email Mackenzie, but unfortunately YouTube is threatening to cancel our Gmail account as well. So if you want to sign up for the free online Info Warrior training, click on the link in the description box below and you can sign up directly for our next boot camp.